Elite Pro Services presents Behind the Pipes.
I have another episode with another new member, and this is McKenna. McKenna, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. This is Behind the Pipes. You haven't been on the show yet. You didn't even know we were here, I'll be honest with you. I do have a quick question before we get too far into it. What would you do if you were president for one day? Think about that. Whoa. While you're thinking about that, McKenna came from Fresno, California. She moved to Washington, Colorado, and then Arizona. She is a proud mother of 2 children, one that is 3 months old.
Yes.
Wow. And then the other one that's 4 years old. Since that time, she became a accounts receivable agent, we'll call you.
Specialist.
Okay. And from my understanding, she absolutely loves it. Watch out for the... Thank you. Okay, so if you were president for one day, what would you do?
Maybe give all the people money that need it.
What, like
People...
who needs it? Like homeless?
Me?
Okay.
I need the money?
So like what they did during like COVID?
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's what they should do again.
I think that's not a bad idea. But I think it also, I don't want to get weird, but I think it also created a problem with people that like...
With
they
taxes and stuff.
That
maybe.
and then the laziness. The laziness part of it is what...
I would say the people did get very lazy when it came to unemployment because people lost their jobs. They were paying more money on unemployment than working, actually.
I just know a lot of people like relied on that money, which is not a bad thing because if it was free money during a time like a pandemic, it makes sense for them to kind of turn towards that. But at the same time, we got to get back to work. Anyway, so you're an accounts receivable specialist. Tell me exactly what you do. What is that?
I basically contact every property or customer that we've already done work for and reach out to them for payment. I collect payments via card. So basically I just contact everyone and tell them, hey, where's the money?
We did the work. Now we need a payment.
Yep.
What led you to want to try that? What was your first like experience in that, and like why did you end up on that?
So I originally came for property management.
Okay.
And then I was able to get a chance where and that was my first ever collections job ever. And then I came over here. So actually they gave me a chance and I really liked it because I didn't have to be face to face to people, and I could just talk to them via email or phone.
It does make it easier when we can do that. I know that the sales aspect of it is different from what you're doing. The work's already done. You're just the back end of it. And why do you like it so much? Like, what is the appeal to you? I guess
I've been told that I just have that type of not behavior but demeanor that I'm able to like
brush off.
Yeah, I can just be able to collect. It's just my attitude, maybe.
Your over the phone attitude of...
Yeah. I could be nice when I need to, but when you don't want to answer me, I can be very not so nice.
Stern?
Yes.
We'll go with stern. Fresno, California. Tell me about that. How long were you there for?
My whole entire life until I turned 18.
Oh, no way. Where did you go to school?
Many schools. I graduated from Liberty High School. Yes.
Is that the like powerhouse football or no? There's a lot of Liberty high schools.
There is. This one's mainly in like Madera Ranchos. So we're from a little small town, Madera Ranchos.
How many people would you say?
I don't know.
Less than 10,000?
I would say a whole lot less than that, yeah. They've been building out a lot since we moved away, so it's been different. It doesn't look the same like it used to when I was there 10 years ago.
Okay. I'm from Clifton, Arizona, which is roughly it's under 5,000. Like, it's probably even less now, but it's a mining town. Clifton and Morenci are almost like this. There's like literally a half a mile between them. But usually when you talk about it, you talk about both. And that place hasn't changed since the 80s. So I know exactly what you're talking about when you're talking about small towns. You moved to Washington. Where did you move in Washington?
We lived in Renton, then we moved to Bothell.
Where are those in coordinates of Seattle? Like, are you
30-ish minutes away, I would
okay.
say. Yeah. Seattle is like more downtown than where we were.
Okay.
Yeah.
I moved for a brief time to Washington, to Seattle. My godfather worked on Mount Rainier,
Hmm.
and I got to go live up there and work up there. It was kind of cool because I'll say it was culture shock coming from Arizona in 2004. I don't want to say 2004, and I was there in like a tank top and sandals and shorts, and it was raining. And then I got on the mountain and it was snowing. I was
Yep.
like, I didn't have a clue. So
Did
that's
you
cool.
notice people never used umbrellas there?
I did. I thought
Yeah.
that was wild.
It's just a common thing. When we lived there, we never used one.
Is it just because it's gonna rain no matter what?
Yeah, no matter what, and you're just used to it. You can tell who's been there the longest or who's
Yeah.
new when they have an umbrella.
I noticed that a lot of people had like North Face and like weather
That's
jacket, all weather
very
jackets.
common down there.
That's
Like all the
wild.
more expensive brands.
That's crazy. That's the same thing as like here. We know when people are from here or not from here. When you say Prescott or Prescott, Prescott is the you're from here, and if it'll be, oh yeah, let's go to Prescott. Oh, you're not here, dude. Then you moved to Colorado. Where were you at in Colorado?
North Glen, I believe it was. We were only there for like 3 months and
Okay.
then moved to Arizona.
Okay, it was a brief stop. Why did you choose Arizona? I'm just curious.
Jobs.
Okay.
Yeah, for all of them, we moved from Washington to Colorado and then Colorado here for the same job,
Nice.
property management.
Okay. And then, like, so what did you do in property management? Were you just like,
I was a leasing agent
okay,
for about a year, then got promoted to an assistant for a good couple years, and then I got a big break when I worked for, they promoted me
very cool.
to a manager.
Very cool. That's good for you. I mean, it's an improvement, so then you get to see
Yeah.
both ends of it. When did you realize that this was a skill that you had as far as like accounts receivable? When does that like click? Was it previous job or like now that you're into it, like this is just my skill?
I would say the previous job, because the owners liked the fact that I was in property management
Okay.
prior, and that they knew how I knew how everything worked, of how the properties process their invoices and everything like that.
Sure. Okay. So I guess with that being said, like, is this the ideal job for you? Is this
Yes.
like you enjoy it to that
Yeah.
point? Okay. Because that's crazy. Like, you never know what your job is as a kid. Like I don't know, just making things up. Like, you want to be like a figure skater as a kid, but then like you grow up and you're like, I collect bills. You know?
I think it's just a better job for me.
Yeah.
Because I have a little bit more like flexibility
Mhm.
with everything. I get in around 7:30, 7:40, leave at 3 to go get my kids. So it's just
Oh yeah.
a little bit more flexibility, and I have more responsibility here than I was prior.
Okay.
Like I have a list of things that I work on a daily basis here.
Do you like that end of it? Like, you like having that busy aspect of
Yes.
like, okay.
Because it's not having me be bored during
Yeah.
the day.
You fill in the time
Yeah,
throughout the day.
yeah.
That's good. I think talking about your kids, being a mom to a 3-month-old and then having a toddler that is 4 years old, what's that like? Tell me about, because we were just talking about it. I have, my
I want to
granddaughter.
pull my hair out half the time, but my oldest is actually in California right now, so
Okay.
it's been nice. I've been able to focus on my almost 4-month-old.
Sure.
But we definitely do miss her. Our house is way too quiet without
Yeah.
her.
We just got my granddaughter back. She was gone for 2 weeks and she was with her dad. Her dad's in the military, so we watch her in that time period. But the house was definitely quieter without the screaming and yelling.
How clean was her room when she was gone for the
The whole
2
house was clean. Like, we didn't have anything anywhere. Like, the dogs were upset because they didn't get to eat food off the floor. But
Yeah.
for the most part, the house was like totally clean. Like, we'd come home and we'd do our 3 or 4 dishes that we had, and then you know, we get back and now it's like there's cups everywhere and plates everywhere and spoons. We're finding spoons all over the place. It's just the wildest thing.
Yeah, with our oldest, so she has accidents sometimes.
Okay.
It's been so nice the last month that I'm not finding like random like underwear full of pee. Her room's clean. I'm
Yeah.
like, but I'm like going in there looking and I'm like, "Ugh, she needs to be back.
We love our kids, but sometimes we just want to lock them up. I'll be honest.
I agree.
From this field itself, what was something that you've learned that's like the most surprising? Like, just something that you're just not used to, but it's like, oh, that's the most surprising thing about this. I guess the industry itself. And it could be anything, like just the people. It's like,
I would say that it's different working in this environment than being in property management because with property management, you don't really want to be close friends with the people that are under you because that's just not realistic. But here, it's like a family. Like we're joking, having fun. Everyone, we do our question of the day. So it's just more of the environment of everything.
I do, and this is something that everybody's kind of said with Elite themselves is like just in conversations that even when vendors come and they come and hang out, they feel comfortable enough to come and hang out.
Yeah.
Not that we really want them here all the time, not saying that in a bad way, but like when they come in and we can have a conversation and then we know about them and we know their personal lives and things like that, people enjoy that aspect of coming here and then knowing that they don't have to be in work mode all the time.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Even former employees and things like that, they if they leave for their own personal reasons, but during that time that they're here, they enjoy being here because of the family aspect. We know about each other, we can sit and joke and and talk about things, and you don't feel like, oh, I gotta get back to work, I don't want to get in trouble, because it's usually you'll hear Daniel come out and he'll joke, or David come out and joke, or Dace, or whoever.
Yeah.
They'll come out and we'll just sit and joke around. So that's the biggest takeaway from Elite that I try to tell everybody, is that this is a family oriented company. So
I did tell Dace when I first started, a couple weeks in, it just was a better environment for me and myself, just because it didn't feel like, I don't want to say something that makes people watch the show. It just feels like I don't have to be walking on eggshells.
sure. Okay.
When it comes to, hey, if I'm talking to the dispatchers, we're talking, or I'm talking to Aston, or Dace and I are talking and joking, it just feels like a better environment altogether for me.
Yeah. The mental portion of it, the
Yes.
stress.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel any stress here. I mean, there's stressors, right? But I don't feel like I'm under the knife, or I'm being pressured to get things done. My job requires me to, be creative, which is great. I think yours, in a way, because you have the freedom to not say what you want to say, but convincingly make your job interesting. So that's good. That's always a good thing when you get to a job that it doesn't really feel like you're working. You know what I mean? So I do appreciate that.
If Dace is watching this, I do work, I promise.
Days, I've never seen her do a thing in her life. Well, we kind of already answered this one. This was just what do you truly enjoy about your job? But I think we've hit that topic. Somebody that's getting into this job, or your specific specialty, what's something you would tell them as advice? Hey, this is something that I would do if I could do it over.
I don't know, to be honest, because I've been doing it for a little over a year at this point.
Yeah.
So it's just...
Do you feel like you're still learning?
I do, yes, because we use a completely different system than the system I used last. So I'm still learning daily on
Sure.
Service Titan. So that's something I'm still learning.
Would you say maybe learning your procedure as advice, make sure you know exactly what you're getting into before you truly try to take over the job, I guess, in a way? I'm trying to dance around it here.
Kind of, but not really. With when Dace and I meet, like, we are still putting those procedures together.
Okay.
So we have it ready for the future for if we ever do grow. So we can be able to go let those new people know, hey, this is how it's done.
Okay. Well, that's good then, because you are giving yourself advice throughout the whole process. The next person that comes in, you can go, here's what I learned, and this is the layout of it. That's good. Actually, I like that because you're innovating. You're part of the stepping stones when it comes to this stuff. I guess what's the most difficult aspect of your job?
To have people call me and answer my calls. I've had to call so many people, probably like 20 to 30 times,
Sure.
until they answer me. And then it gets to the point where, oh, I gotta send a demand letter because I'm not getting an answer, and it's a waste of time when I'm just constantly calling, and I know that they are ignoring us.
Yeah.
They have blocked our number because they don't want to answer or pay.
I would say, so that's another thing, right? You're seen as the bad guy almost. And I hate to say it that way, but in a way you're seen as the bad guy, but only because
I low-key like to be the bad guy.
I don't mind holding a knife or the fire to your feet. The bad guy isn't always necessarily a bad guy, though. You're just trying to do your job. And for us, a company as like what we do, in order for us to continue to do what we do at the level that we do it, we have to collect funds. Like, it's just the way the world works. Just for the simple fact of, like, you go to a restaurant, you're not going to, like, walk out on the tab. I mean, you could.
Exactly.
But, I mean, that's just...
And if someone walks out, I'm assuming that waitress pays that bill because...
Somebody's got to have it. Or, like, even a cell phone bill. If you want the service, you got to pay the bill. And if you want to continue service, you got to pay the bill. That's just anything. So we're a service providing company, but we just, we have to have that money. Those funds. What is something you do in your free time other than kids? Like, what's something you like to do outside of your kids?
I actually started picking up reading again.
Reading, dude? Yes. Ew.
I used to read when I was in high school.
Okay.
And I would read the thick books, like Twilight series.
Okay.
I may have read that a couple times, but I just picked that up recently outside of, like, if my husband's playing video games, I go and read. Okay. So
what genre of book do you like? Fictional, or is it like...
I like fictional, crime.
Crime?
Romance.
I like crime stuff.
Yeah. I have a book, it's called Shatter Me, I believe it was. Okay. I haven't gotten to that yet, but that's my next book to read.
Okay, so you read, but do you watch any crime shows? Are you into that stuff? I don't know if that's yes.
Yes.
Or like, I am a part of a
I love Law and Order, SVU.
Okay.
Bones, Criminal Minds. So, like, I do like all those crimey shows.
Okay.
The documentaries, those are really good.
Do you have a favorite? Tell me you have a favorite.
I really like Criminal Minds.
Okay.
I've watched that many, many times. Bones I've watched many, many times.
What about, like, docuseries? Do you have one of those that's your favorite?
I have watched the Gypsy Rose series. Have you?
Oh, yeah.
That is it's really interesting.
Yeah.
The one where I think her name's Joey King. She played Gypsy.
Oh, in like the
the Hulu series.
Okay.
So, like, if you watch that and then watch Gypsy's documentary where she was in prison, but then the one that she recently released like months ago.
Yeah.
Season 1, I believe. That kind of brings out everything of her coming out and with her husband and everything.
That's such a wild story to begin with. Like, I don't know how, I mean, this is way off topic, but I don't know how a mom can go and drug your daughter just to keep her around. Like, if you just have a good friendship, good relationship, she'll stay around. But, like, she made her into a child.
Her mom had mental disorder.
Sure.
So I think that's definitely
It's a big
a
part of it.
big factor into that. So I feel bad for her, but Gypsy hired someone to
Yeah.
kill her mom.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's so crazy to me. My favorite docu-series is To Catch a Murder. It's the one where they're in like Wisconsin. I can't remember. Why do I now miss the name? Anyways, it's the one where the guy was wrongfully accused early in his life when he was like 18, and he was sent to prison for a rape situation, right? And then it was on a beach, but he had all the evidence saying that he was in McDonald's at a different location in Green Bay and all this other stuff. And then they come and find out after he's been in jail for 18 years that it wasn't even him. And then he comes out and then he's back home. He's minding his own business. And then he calls a lady through Auto Trader, I think. And she comes out to take photos or whatever, and she disappears. And he was automatically accused because of this. It's an older series. It came out a while ago.
oh, you're gonna have to send that to me. That sounds
Golly,
so
dude.
interesting.
That one's my favorite. And I've watched it like 10 times. It's so bad that I've watched it that many times because it's like, I think it's like 9. There's 2 seasons. It's, and they're about like 9 episodes each and they're about an hour each. It's so good, but I'm like, he didn't do it. I'm trying to solve the mystery from like my chair, but I'm not going to get up and do anything. I'm just the chair guy.
Have you seen the series of I think her name's Jody, where she
Jodi Arias?
got baptized as a Mormon,
Mm-hmm.
and then she killed her boyfriend, fiance.
Here in Mesa?
That was here in Mesa?
Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, my God. You gotta. What was crazy is like she put the gas tanks in the car. She drove all the way from like California, left her phone, turned her phone off and stuff like that. And she was trying to use all cash and try to be sneaky. But did you see
Lord.
Did you see the interview that she had in the
her new series that came out? Or no, is that Casey Anthony? That's Casey
that's
Anthony.
Casey Anthony, yeah. Casey Anthony's in Florida. That one's crazy.
Yeah, and she never got time.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I believe she did it. I believe she did it.
There's too many signs that says she does it. I don't know on that one because there's evidence of her being a party animal, right? That was her whole thing. But then she wasn't around when it happened. But somehow there's evidence in her car, in the trunk, like the hair and the movement, all that. So
I say she did it.
and then there's the new one. The lady just got sent back to Idaho for killing her husband here in Arizona. Valos. Oh, you have to watch that one. That was a good one too.
Ooh.
Some of these are crazy.
We gotta do a podcast about all
just
that. Yeah.
Like there's a I don't want to start shouting out everybody, but there's a podcast out there that's called Small Town Murders. If you're from a small town, like you kind of just feel like, oh, that could have been
I'm gonna have to look into that.
Yeah, it was on Spotify, but yeah, it was kind of crazy. I listen to those like at work, and I'm like, I get so zoned out. I'm like, oh yeah, that's so cool. I get so weird on it too. Well, I mean, I appreciate the fact that you're coming on the show. I like that we get to spend this little bit of time and just have an introduction. Is there anything that you want the people to know about you, especially when you get to talk to them? Like, you never know. Somebody might be on here like, I want to know who McKenna is. Who is this chick that keeps calling me? Like,
please call me back,
just
so I don't have to keep calling you. That's something I really request.
I'll say this. McKenna's not a mean person by any means. She's very nice. She giggles a lot. We have a good time. We joke back and forth. She's got a great sense of humor. She's just trying to do her job. That's all it is.
Yes.
We appreciate it.
If I don't do my job, I get in trouble.
Yeah. It's not like she's
I'm
trying
just kidding.
pocket your money or do anything crazy, but I mean, I would. But that's why I'm not in the job. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching. McKenna, thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
We'll have to do this again, and we'll talk more about podcast stuff and murder mysteries. 'Cause I love that stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it.